Things are looking calmer out there again today. It's 8:30 in the morning. This is day 2, guys. Day 2 of trying to track some treasure down at the Gold Coast after Cyclone ALFRED. If you missed the first episode, rewind, go back, watch that. Got a couple of good finds in there on the first day. So this day itself, I'm going to change my tactics slightly. So I'm going from 34 south. So the day before I went 34 north. And around low tide, I'm going to get a little bit further out over the areas where people would have originally been sitting on the beach before the beach was gone, basically. So the areas that I hunted yesterday were much higher. And there's a large cliff wall that breaks down and drops a cut, they call it, that drops into the water. Today I'm going to be focusing, I am going to start on those areas because the tide's still quite high. And then as the tide goes out, I'm going to move further out and see whether I can find those areas where people would have been sitting when the sand used to be there. So let's get into it. Let's get down to the beach, see whether we can find some history on the beach. Looks like they decided to reassess the idea of the beaches being shut. You can see the police tape's been taken down, so that's good. You can see the tide come right up to this base again. I don't really want to get covered in sand.
Oi.
34, we'll get started here, I think. Another long day. Gonna be a lot harder work today, I reckon. Silver chain. Oh, a little pendant. Very nice. It is a toe ring, so it's rounded off on the ends. Yuck. There we go. Another little silver toe ring. $2 coin. The trick, guys, is when you first get these out when they're damp, try to get the corrosion off. Because if you leave it on there when they dry, then you got to tumble them. Whereas if you get the worst of it off while they're damp, because it comes off a lot easier, that could be used. Nobody really frown on that. And it takes a couple of seconds to do. Ooh. Ooh. Big silver ring. It's a silver anklet, silver Indian anklet, I reckon. Very cool. It's just sitting there on the surface. I did hear it with the detector first. Ooh, just broke. That's been down there for a while. Cool. Thought it was going to be a 10-cent piece, so I didn't dig it. I didn't film it. I can see a little glint of gold over there. Sitting right in against that edge there. There we go. It's going to be fake. Spewing. You can tell the fakies. They just look fake. Look fake and look terrible. Although, we are hallmarked. I'll be damned. Oh, okay. Okay, so today's kind of covered. Let's have a quick wash and have a quick look at what it is. 585, 14k. Very nice. Alright, something else. Bit of a belly button thingy. Blech. That's a nice one. Got him. Oh. Can I see a little sparkly thing looking at me just there? Now, what do you reckon, guys? Is it going to be a little ring or is it going to be a washer? Let me know in the comments. Oh, not in there. No. No. Yep. Oh, it's a foreign coin. A little toe ring. Ooh, falling to bits. That would have been round like that. Cool. Bumper day. I wish I was recording. So sitting in the side of that hole there, so that's a 3. I can't even hear it with the scoop that close. Look at that, 2, and very, very faint. Have a listen to this, guys. Soft and mellow. You ready? Here we go. Oh, that's a nice looking one. That's a bangle. Look at that. No idea if that's going to be made out of what I think it's made out of. I've got a feeling it is though. Let's go and give it a wash. Far out, that one's giving me the shakes. At 2, this could be an absolute amazing find. It could also be junk, who knows? I have no idea whether this is legit. This is a big ass hoop. It's a big ass hoop earring. It's gonna be fake. It's gonna be fake. No, it's gonna be fake. Can't see any hallmarks anywhere. Thought it was a bracelet. It's not a bracelet. We'll have to do some more research, find out whether that's real or not. But here's hoping. There's it. I am knackered. Fair bit of the day left, but I've just exhausted myself. Let's go and wash the gear up. Hi.
Did you find anything?
Yeah. If you guess washer, you're right. Oh, what a day. And I tell you what, I finished a little bit early today because, well, I'm knackered, all right? But here's the thing. Big rainstorm out there running along. So I'm kind of glad, and it's gotten a bit muggy as well. Wind's dropped off. That ocean's not dropping though, so you could see today I was on the beach. I really couldn't get into the water. I found a deep hole which I wanted to get into, and when I say a deep hole, I mean it was only, you know, sort of thigh deep. But the current was so strong in that I did not feel comfortable, and it was right in front of a rip as well, which is typically where those gutters are going to form. But by God, did I do okay today? Let's have a look. Oh, wow. So, this wire, this is gold wire, this was wrapped around this earring. So, we're going to have a bit of a gander. So, these are all the junk targets. Stainless, lead, all the little bits and pieces of stuff that I've found. 54 5-cent pieces, numerous other coins as well. A couple of foreign ones there, got to find out what they are. This is a silver anklet, so a lot of people from India wear these sorts of things, I believe. Beautiful big silver ring. Now that obviously has not been there for very long at all, goodness knows. Silver toe rings. That's probably stainless. Tiny little link. Beautiful 14K, 585 diamonds, 2.5 grams. That gets my total up. Now, here's the interesting thing. So, just the wire, so the wire wrap that was around this is handmade. I can't find any hallmarks on this whatsoever. That does not mean though that it's not gold, because it rang up as a solid 2, and have a look at the weight of this. So this is just gold wire. Nearly 4 grams. With this on top, which I probably can't actually make it all fit on there at the moment. So I'll give you a close look at this. This was out in the water. This weighs 8 grams just by itself. And there's another 4, and that was wrapped around the outside. So that's 12 grams all up. So today it was a bumper day. Add this to the total of yesterday and I'm somewhere up around 20 grams. It's well and truly covered my costs. Awesome. So I've got tomorrow to go. So make sure you join in, guys. Subscribe, all that sort of jazz. Find out what I find down there tomorrow. It will be less than today. I'm pretty sure, because I've gone through, I've really nailed this beach. I've taken out all the bits and pieces. All that will be left now is the high tide tonight will smooth it all back off again. Might move a little bit of sand, and then I can get back down there and just look for those deeper targets which were too quiet to hear, or those, you know, low number targets, which are going to be the gold targets. And then, because all the 5-cent pieces and all the other stuff's not there, it should be easier to find. So make sure you join me for that one. Ciao.